Welcome back, everyone. This is a continuation of my Guild Wars 2 stream. So, probably if you look back on my YouTube channel, you'll see where I was crafting Twilight maybe year and a half ago or so. And at the very beginning of that stream, I said I wasn't ever going to craft another legendary weapon. Well, never say never, because this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to craft that underwater trident weapon again. Now it's equipped here on Magnus, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I started it out a little bit, but I decided what we'll do is we'll just pursue this theme here for a little while and show y'all what it actually takes to craft a legendary weapon. Now this is one of the, if I understand this right, I believe this is like a beginning weapon, early weapon, and I won't have to do a whole lot of the collections and puzzles, if maybe. I might be a little confused about that, but I'm trying to get this twice told legend thing, and that's where you pair a matching pair of legendary weapons, and so you can get achievement points for that. But to be honest with you, I'm a little confused because I know when I read it, it said something about you could only do this one time, but I don't know how you would be able to get your Trifold Legend if you couldn't do it more than once. So this is the weapon I'm gonna try to craft right here. Is this Kraken is what it's called, and come over here. Now, I'm not gonna do a lot of the crafting on this character, but he just happens to have the one I already made. So I come down here and I designated this area right here for my legendary weapon. So I've already made the sigil of venom, superior sigil of venom. I got 250 orichalcum ingots. I'm gonna have to have a icy rune stones. I gotta have 100 icy rune stones, which the only place you can get icy rune stones is you gotta go all the way over here into Frost Gorge Sound. And usually I come right here to this earthquake waypoint. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna buy them to now. But I'm taking you over there, let you see them, see where you can get it, because what you want to do is you usually want to wait. This is going to be one of the last things you do when you're building the legendary weapon, because 100 gold is a lot of gold to put out at one time, and so you you want to try to hold off on that for a while until you can actually buy the gold. Now, in my early days, on the first, I think I built the, it was either the Predator rifle or the hammer. One of those two was my very first one. I think it was probably the Predator rifle, since I was on the engineer and he didn't use hammer at the time. I think I came over here every once in a while and I'd spend like 10 gold and I'd buy the icy runes. And then, but I figured it's just better if you just wait and you just, have your 100. But you'll come right here to this guy. He's called Rojan the Penitent. And you talk to him, and here it is for 1 gold, and I'll just buy one. So you'll have a icy rune stone, and of course he sells other stuff there too. I don't really know what this other stuff. I probably don't even, corrupted shard. I don't know. All this stuff is. I don't really know if I need any of that or not. But
Thank you.
Vigil will cure what
that's the
ails
icy rune stone right there. So, and usually when I come in these maps, I try to farm a little bit too while I'm in the map. I don't waste my travel fee without getting some stuff that's around. Dailies ain't started yet, so we'll go back to Holbrack now. So I'll need 99 more of those icy rune stones. So this is not going to be a real fast process. I'm not going to really be able to do this like overnight. I don't really know how long it's going to take. Just work on it a little bit every day. I may put in my title which day I'm working on it. Alright, so come back over here to my bank, come down here, and I'm going to store this icy runestone right there. Okay, now another thing you're going to need is clovers, mystic clovers. Now there's a number of ways you can get mystic clovers. I only got 33 mystic clovers right now. So I would need, I think it's like I need 70 or 75 of them, but I'm not going to buy them right this minute. But you can buy them, I think. I'm not sure though. You may not be able to buy them. I don't want to say that. Let me see. Put that in here. No, you can't buy them. So you have to make them. So there's a formula. There's a formula in Guild Wars Wiki that shows you how to make your clovers, your mystic clovers, and you gotta have a bunch of stuff. Let's see if I can remember what the recipe is. You you gotta have this. You gotta have globs of ectoplasm. You gotta have. I think you may have to have some mystic corns. You gotta have some of these. I think you gotta have some of this stuff here. Maybe some of these mystic crystals. Let's see if I can pull it up. Uh, oh, nope, didn't work. All right, well, we'll come back to that later. But you throw those in the Mystic Forge and let me see. Let me open up this Mystic Forge and see. Did it work? No. Oh, that's the one in my bank. There it is. Let me go back over here. Let me do this. I'm trying to remember. Bear with me. I usually look this stuff up before I actually do it or why I'm doing it because I'll swap back and forth a lot of times between. Uh,
The spirits of the wild welcome you.
I don't see my stuff now. Oh, okay. This, this. Might need these obsidian shards. Maybe I'm not sure. Trying to remember. Let me go over here to this and get these. Let me see. I'm just gonna try something out. And if it doesn't work, I'll have to look it up and I'll have the recipe for you tomorrow. All right. So let's see. We do that and that and that and that and maybe one of these. See what happens. Yeah. Okay. So I got 10 mystic clovers right there. So that's how you make them. You use your glob of ectoplasm, your mystic corns, What did I use? These here, and did I use the mystic?
Smithing is thirsty work.
No, clear. Let's go back. There we go. All right. So,
Respite. Recover. Return.
and I got 10 there. All right. Now there's different formulas you can use where you can just get one or you can get 10. But so we got 53 now. So while we're doing this, I'm probably doing it the more expensive way. I would advise looking up the recipe before you do it my way. But just for purposes of this demonstration, see, I didn't get mystic clovers that time, but I did get some material that I will need from my gift of fortune and my gift of magic, I think is what it is. I'll show you about that in just a minute. But I'm gonna need at least 250 vials of this blood. All these top tier things. So while you're making these mystic clovers, you have an opportunity to get these tier 4 or tier 5, whichever one, the highest tier of these materials there. So I got 10 more. So what I still need probably about 20 more clovers if I don't run out of all my stuff before I get to it. See, I got orichalcum ingots that time, which I already got those, but I could sell those if I wanted, or I could keep them. So let's go back. I just double clicking on these items. They go right into your Mystic Forge. Now, if you don't have a portable Mystic Forge like I do, you'll have to go to one that's either in Lion's Arch or one of the World v World maps. Oops. Sorry about that. Bear with me. All right. So, if you don't have a portable Mystic Forge like I do, you either got to go to the one that's in Lion's Arch, which that's the one I would recommend using, because you never know if the ones in World v World are, if you're going to own that particular location or not. So, all right. So let's do this. So I didn't get any Mystic Clovers that time, but I did get these crystalline dust, and you're going to need that too later on to make one of those other gifts that I'll go over in a few minutes with you. Alright, so let's try it again till we either run out of stuff or get what we need.
You can never have too much treasure.
Alright, so there's 10 more. So now I'm at 73. For some reason I'm thinking I need to have 77 of them, but I might be wrong about that. It's either 70 or 77. So I'm gonna try to make some more while while I'm here. All right, so there's the 10. All right, so now I got 83. So we're gonna put those in the bank. We're gonna put those in the bank down here with the other deals. So now we've got all our Mystic Clovers. We actually got more Mystic Clovers than we need, but that's good. We got our orichalcum ingots. We got one icy rune. We'll still need 99 more of those, but we're gonna wait till we toward the end to get those, because I'm gonna show you what we're gonna need. And then I made the Superior Sigil of Venom this morning, just getting this started out while I was drinking my coffee. Now, what's going to be important is this tier of materials right here, especially, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, all 8 of these right here. You're going to have 250 of each one of these things to make the 2 gifts that, and let me go over here. Let me go over to this other character. I'm gonna go to Kitty Winks because she's my artificer. Bear with me. This is going to be a little bit disorganized and jumbled, and I apologize because I didn't really write out a script or nothing. I just decided I would do that this morning while I was killing time because I think next Tuesday the Living Story is gonna come out. But all right, so Kitty Winks is my artificer and one of my master chefs, but she can make here she can make the gift of venom, and this shows you what you got to need. So you got to have 100 of the top. I was wrong. I thought you had to have 250, but you got to have 100 of those top tier things, and you got to have 200 in the next tier. Now, if you just try to farm that, you're going to take forever doing it that way. Your better bet's just to go out and do stuff, farm stuff, and then sell it to get the gold and buy these items. And I wouldn't recommend buying them at the full price. Let's see how much these cost as an example. All right, so one of these is 16 silver, so that's pretty expensive. But what I would do is I'd put like, how many did I need? See, I got to have 26, 100, that's, what is that? 80, about 74 of those. So how much is that going to cost me in gold? That's going to cost me 74. It's going to cost me 12 gold if I pay that full price that they're asking, and they split it up. But I don't want to pay the 16 something. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to place an order right there for that. And that's only going to cost me 10 gold. So I'm going to place that order. I'm going to let that ride a little while. Sometimes you'll get a hit on it right off the bat, and sometimes it takes a little while before somebody will agree to buy it or sell it for that price. But these other gifts, you're going to need the same thing except for like gift of blood, gift of fangs, gift of bones. All those gifts you're going to have to make some other gifts that you'll use to create the weapon. So let's see. What else? Let's see if there's another gift. Legendary components. I might have one of these things in here I may have to craft
You are a welcome guest.
once I get going, but I don't know if I'm going to need to do that right now or not. Alright, so that's those are for 2 gifts. Now there's other things I'm going to need that I'm going to just have to get to over time. But right now, let's see what we got going for dailies. We got the Forger, the daily, that's easy. This would be easy if we do it. Greenwich, I'm not, this may be the easy one, I'm not sure, but we'll do that jumping puzzle. And then of course they can always go in the World v World again and kill a sentry
Nothing
or
like the
something.
spoils of war.
Alright, so that was Kitty Winks. Use all like Kitty Winks. Let's go back. Well, we'll take Kitty Winks to, here's a down and dirty fast way to do your daily. So we're going to go over here to this waypoint for the Vista. Alright.
That girl's like black powder. One spark and she explodes.
Just make sure to keep it in the right direction.
I'll just let that play out. I always enjoy watching these vistas, little cut scenes for the vistas. Alright, so we got the daily Ascalon Vista done. The next one is the Kryta Forger. Now there's a couple of places you can go in Kryta. These are these maps over here. I'm trying to remember which would be the best one to go to. Let's go down here to Keswick Hills. Sometimes over in here they have a number of things you can forge pretty easy. Stuff though while I'm here. I prefer to come in these maps where I can get like iron or platinum. Kitty Winks is my elementalist. She was my first elementalist I made, and I used her in dungeons quite a bit when I had my own dungeon team. I got my arm hurt me. Bear with me. I apologize for being kind of all over the place, but that's just the way my brain works. I think real quick but I can't put it into words. I can't articulate my thoughts as quickly as I think them. So I'm kind of dancing all around, but I think you can get the gist of what I'm trying to get across, or what we're doing.
Fired up.
As I work on the legendary, I'll start keeping making out a note so I don't have to,
On the mend.
where I can maybe address one aspect of it and make it easier for.
Secure the bridge now. If it doesn't go down, this is all for nothing.
See, she's pretty powerful elementalist. She can take care of just about anything real quick. I can't. I'm being attacked again.
Wash the pain away. Anger rising.
Well, about the time I went to equip my tool, I got
Drive the
attacked.
Centaurs back. We've got to take the bridge.
Okay. All right. All right, so I'm still looking for my forger, but I'm also gonna get all this other material too. Cause see, if you collect this stuff like this and then you sell it, that's how you can get your gold to buy the materials you need. I'm gonna show you another way to get materials like that too, where you're not spending gold.
Secure the bridge now.
I done made enough of these
all for nothing.
I learned my lesson the hard way though, and I have wasted gold. Sometimes I end up buying the wrong thing or getting too much of something, but the thing is, you want to try to organize before you get to doing it, and unlike me who likes to just wing it from the top. Cause I'll get bored if I'm like got something I'm set to do every day. I tend to I'll get bored, distracted from it easy, and so it's better for me just to do it as I think about it. And then sometimes I'll have it in my mind. It'll come to me like during the day or something. I'll be thinking about, hey, I think tonight I need to make sure I get some particular material or craft some particular item or buy something off the trading post. Now there's going to be something that's going to slow me up that I'm going to have to do. I've got to get, I'll show you. I'm going to have to go in World v World, and I'm going to have to do this Crucible of Eternity dungeon track in order to get these tokens. I need 500 of these tokens. The gift of the Forge Man is what I'm going to have to buy with them. So that's going to be a little bit time consuming there. That's going to slow me down, because I don't know how many times I'm going to have to repeat that track. I think I only had like 30 of those tokens. So it's like I said, it's not going to be something I can get done overnight, but since I'm just kind of killing time waiting on other things, and I hadn't streamed. I mean, I love this game, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't have played this game for as many years as I played it and spent the kind of money I spent on it if I didn't love it. I mean, you know, I'm critical of it, but at the same time, it's a criticism born out of love. You know, it's like I love you, but you made me mad right now, kind of thing. You know, I don't want to talk to you right now, but I still love you. That kind of deal. You know. All right. Sometimes finding these nodes is a bit of a challenge. There we go.
Might
I
makes
got it.
right.
Watch how quickly she takes care of these guys. Destroyed. Yeah. Kitty Wink, she's special. She's a special character. Alright, so Kitty can go back to let's go over here to Diasa Plateau with her and see if we can't figure out where this jumping puzzle is they was wanting us to do. I should have done it while I was over here, but now this is the breach wall, so it's not here. It could be along in here. There's a jumping puzzle in this area too, so let's go here. I think it's there. It may not be it though. It may be up here where these folks are at. Let's see. Where are they? I don't think it's there. Yeah, it's probably right here, I bet. Let's see. Let's go over here and see if somebody has port. We'll try to get a port if we can. If that's the one I'm thinking it is. I want to make sure we tip this person. Yep. Yep, there we go.
I did it.
All right. Oh. Where'd she go with the... No, I can't... Here she is. This one. Right. Majestic Magenta. Alright. Let's put down here. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna give them like 5 silver. Alright. That's just for the port. Alright, so we can go back and come back down here to so I'm done with the dailies. I don't even, but I still probably go into World v World for a little bit because like I said, I gotta advance that reward track in order to get those tokens I'm gonna need to buy that gift of the Forged Man. So we'll come in here and harvest my home node. Now if I wanted to, I could have went to the home instance in Divinity's Reach and farmed this like in Divinity's Reach, and that would have met that criteria for that one daily. But since I kind of just got used to farming here in Holbrook and got my little routine down, and I like the way Kitty Winks farms. She's just so gentle and everything with the way she does her stuff. She's kind of like the matriarch of my chars. She's the only female char character I got. All my other chars are males. I named her after my grandmother had a cat named Kitty Winks. It was like a calico, almost like a Maine Coon cat. Climbed up and would stayed up on top of a bookcase way high in the living room. You almost had to get on a stool to get up there to reach the cat. The only time the cat would come down would be to eat in the level of my grandmother, except for me. The cat would come down whenever I'd come over to visit. The cat would come down and get in my lap, which my grandmother was always puzzled by that because she said that was the most unfriendliest cat she'd ever owned. So that's the reason why I named this cat Kitty Winks. Although I don't know if chars are supposed to be cats. If they're a cross between a cat with horns or a cow that acts like a cat. I don't know. Yeah, funny, isn't it? Oh, tools. I don't have permanent mining tools on her. I probably need to try to get her some, but if I'd quit wasting all my gold on these legendary weapons. All right.
And I deserve it, too. Oh yeah, that's my loot.
Oh, my inventory's full. Alright. Huh.
Nothing like the spoils of war. Oh yeah, that's my loot.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's my loot.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's my loot. Oh yeah, that's my loot.
Let me do this. Check this.
Later.
Use this. Alright, and get these. And let's see what we got here. Now, sometimes you can get these bags of that material stuff you need with this stuff, but I don't, not really. Here's a tiny garment crafting bag, but you don't want that right now. So, let's see. Go up here. Alright.
Nothing like the spoils of war.
Alright.
And I deserve it too.
Okay. stuff. I need that sealed package of snowballs. I'm gonna break those down. Alright, and go up here to my guild hall. Alright. So sometimes if you look here, you can see stuff. Here's another small Karmic crafting bag, but I wouldn't recommend using your guild commendations for those. If I was you, I wouldn't do that. There's other ways to get that
Seek, and you shall
crafting
find.
material without spending those. Oh, that's my arm spasming on me. Bear with me, gang. I'm trying. We'll get there. Alright. Put all that in the bank. Let's see if I got anything I need to open. No. Alright. Now, let's go back here. What else was I going to do? Oh, yeah. I want to go on the Lion's Arch a minute and go back over here to this guy. There's two vendors. Actually, there's three important vendors in Lion's Arch that you want to get familiar with. Here's a way to do this also. Let me do it like this. Let's see what I got up here. If there's anything I purchased. Yeah, I got 17 and 5 items. Let's go up here a minute to the trading post. I've been making some stuff and selling it in the morning to get the gold to be able to buy these materials that I'm going to need for this weapon. Alright. There we go. Alright, so see, somebody's already purchased or sold what I
Oh
requested.
yeah, that's my loot.
So that probably covers just about all of it right there. Yeah, that's 74 of them. So I should have 100 of those in my bank. So that's the quickest way to get that material, and that to me is because if you just try to farm it and don't ever spend any gold on it, you're gonna be chasing after this legendary weapon, whichever one you're building. You're gonna be chasing after it for months and months. I think my very first one I built like that, it took me like, I don't know, 6 to 8 months to do it without spending any gold. But you got to remember, back in the early days of this game, they wasn't as free with all these achievements and rewards and gold and stuff like they are now, because not only did you have to pay when you died, you had to pay the waypoint and you had to pay to repair your equipment. So probably that first year gameplay, I was lucky if I had ever, like any at one given time, I had 100 gold to my name. So it was like trying to, the thought of buying these materials to make a weapon was just not even a consideration.
May the stars
Let's see
guide you.
here. Let's look down here. So see, I got 100 of those right now in my bank, and I'm gonna need 250 of those and 50 of these and 50 of these. But I'm not gonna worry about this stuff yet. I'm gonna go on
And you shall find.
and farm some more. I'm not gonna spend any more gold on
All
those
have a
other.
place
But
in the
usually,
eternal
what I do is I'll maybe like every other day or every 2 or 3 days I'll put in an order like that. That one just happened to come through pretty quick for me. Now you want to come over here and get familiar with Miani.
We must all fight.
She has all kinds of stuff in here to help you make your legendaries. She's got different gifts and stuff that she sells that you'll need depending on the whatever legendary you might be buying, making. So she's a good vendor. You want to get to know her. And then of course here's a Mystic Forge right here you can use. The other ones you want to come over here to these guys. This guy right here, this Grandmaster Craftsman Hobbs, legendary crafting dude, talk to him. And like, if you misplace something, you can't find it, you can do like, it says, I have misplaced the vital component for crafting my legendary. Let's see what he says. See, I don't know if I need any of these or not. I might and I might not. But you can also talk to him and he'll say, show me your wares. And he will sell you the book. Let me see if I can find, here it is. I may have to have this again to unlock the first collection in the journey to craft Venom, the precursor to the
Our deeds are
legendary. I'm not sure if I gotta have this or not again, but I'm gonna buy it just to be on the safe side. Alright.
This is a bad time to be traveling.
I may have just wasted my gold, but it says double click to consume. There we go. The experimental trident collection unlocked. So probably down here under collections, legendary weapons, it's here. And then so now I gotta do these things here. I gotta go and do this harvested from the Reef Riders of South Sun Cove. So that's what you got to do. So that's what starts you out on your legendary quest, depending on whichever legendary you're working on. I just happen to be working on this Kraken experimental trident thing, but so, and that's good across your whole account. So it doesn't matter which one you take in there. I'm gonna take her back to Halberd. But we're going to go over there to South Sun in a minute. I'm going to show you around, but I'm going to get on another character to do that.
More violets, I say. Less violence.
Hey, watch it.
This is a way to transfer back and forth between these maps without spending any coin on it, on the transfer fee. Oh, not going to be able to hang in there much longer, guys. Apologize, but I'm getting you started out so you can refer back to this video. I don't know if I'm gonna highlight it or not.
No way.
I may just highlight segments of it, the part where I'm actually working on the legendary weapon, showing you about that. Alright. Alright, let's see. Now, who do I want to take the South Sun? Let's take one of my warriors. Let's take Rita Ratowski, the one that's modeled after Aloy. I'm going to take her out of this map, and I'm going to take her over here to South Sun Cove, which is up here. And go here. Alright. So, what was that thing on that collection? Something about we got to get from the Reef Riders?
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
I can to make you comfortable in this posting.
Here it is. We need to get whatever that is. Reef Rider Tentacle. Harvested from the Reef Riders of South Sun Cove. Alright, let's go and see if we can find some Reef Riders. And while we're in it, we're gonna do some farming here. Here's some Reef Riders here. Here's a veteran. Let's tackle some of these guys and see if we can get a tentacle off of them. Plus, help me work on this because I got to get some torch kills.
Adrenaline rising.
And a lot of times you have to kill several of these guys.
Pain for pain.
Uh-oh.
I could outrun a centaur. You can't stop me. No. I could outrun a centaur. Almost there.
Well, I got a powerful venom sac, but I didn't need that.
Time to do some real damage.
I wouldn't try to get it off of these veteran guys. I didn't get anything there either. Sometimes you got to kill several of these things. They don't drop right away. Sometimes they'll drop right away, and sometimes it takes you have to like kill a whole bunch of them to get it. Okay, there it is. I got it. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you what's important to farm here. You want to look for blooming Passiflora flowers is what you want. And what they're going to do, that's going to give you let's see, I didn't see any blooming ones yet. You can usually hover over them to see if they're blooming or not. I mean, there's a chance the thing will drop from just the regular one, but the blooming ones are guaranteed. So I'm not seeing a blooming one here. Oh. I don't want to fight that guy. Too much time consuming. I don't know if she's got a... I don't see any fireworks for her. Let's see. Usually there's a blooming one pretty close over there. I didn't see it though. Sometimes there's a blooming one over this way. Over here. But it's not one here today. Oops. Let's go over here. I want this ancient sapling. Huh. Usually there's some blooming back over there on that other island we started out on, but let's see if there's one over here blooming. Not seeing any blooming ones. That's unusual, not to have any blooming.
Not enough energy.
I mean, there's usually at least 3 blooming of these guys here.
Adrenaline rising.
Alright. Well, odd. Let me see. Let me go back over here a minute. All these are contested. Oh. Oh. Gosh. Up this way. They usually don't bloom down and around in here. I'm surprised there wasn't a single one that was open. What's that? Nope. Usually they grow over there on that mainland there where we were when we first started out. Which I'm kind of puzzled why I'm not finding any over there now. Because they're usually not over here on this side. Let's see. Huh. Well, they're growing, but none of them are blooming. I don't really understand what's going on.
Fight.
Ah, here's one over here. Okay. Finally found one. These are the ones you want to get because they give you this passion flower. Now, there's a chance that the passion flower will drop from these regular passion flora, but it's RNG and it's not real good. You definitely guaranteed one to drop from the blooming one. Usually there's like at least 3 of those nodes somewhere on this map. So that's one. There's got to be at least 2 more nodes somewhere hiding. They got them spaced out today. Let's go over here a minute. Sometimes there's one over this way. But I don't see it. They don't have a node over here today. Alright, let's go over to this other island then. Uh-oh. Hey, don't want to mess with that bad boy. He'll hurt you. Could be one growing over here on this in this area, possibly. It's a long shot though. Oops. Well, I keep getting stuck. Up in here. I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. Odd, very odd. Let's go back this way. Here's an ancient sapling. No, I want that. You always want to farm your ancient wood. If you can reach it. And it doesn't hurt to get these cypress, although, you know, they're a dime a dozen, but wait, is that one? No. I mean, it's a pasture floor, but sometimes they bloom down in here, but it's a rare, real rare, extremely rare that they would be blooming back in here. Usually what's back in here is like an orichalcum node. Boy, my arm is really trying to spasm on me bad. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Not seeing a node in here. You basically want to get in and out of here as quick as you can, because these guys these carcas will hurt you if you're not careful. I'm just not seeing the. I guess that's just the way it is. Sometimes there's a bunch of nodes and sometimes there's only one, but usually there's about 3, unless they reduce the number that appears. And they normally don't grow in here, but this far. I mean, I don't normally look for them over here. They're usually over on that other part of the island where we were.
I could outrun time to gaining adrenaline.
Okay. Alright, let's see. I guess I'll leave her here for now. I'll let her be my legendary. The next thing she needs to do is go to Maguma Jungle in Ascalon. Huh. Okay. Maguma Jungle in Ascalon. Breeze Rider Tentacles. Could be Brisbane, maybe. Sometimes there's breeze riders over in this area. Let's see. Let's come over here and see. Oh. Oh. I ain't gonna be able to hang too long, guys. Let's see if I'm confused about where they're hanging out at. Yeah, here they are. And it's no telling how many you'll have to kill.
Almost ready.
I'm ready to unleash.
That's a wind rider there. I want the breeze riders. Trying to remember where they're at in Ascalon.
I'm ready to unleash.
And this may not even be the right map. I just took a chance because this is where I remembered they were. I think most of these maps like this are Maguma maps, but I might be wrong. I don't think there's any breeze riders in the dry top or silver waste. You always want to get this iron. Never pass up an iron node.
Bam! Time to do some real damage. Pain for pain!
Okay.
See that? Go that way.
Oh. Huh. go.
Replenishing.
Let's try to kill a few more of these breeze riders and see if we can get lucky with that drop.
Get over here and help me!
Nope. 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 Trying to remember where these are at in Ascalon. Nope. I don't know. I'm not getting it. I may not be in the right map. I'll have to look that up and see what map I need to be in. Let's try killing this one here. Usually these guys they're like these here, the Metrica Province, Brisbane, Calidor Forest, all that's I thought was Maguma maps.
I need help.
I'm not sure if there's any breeze riders in Dry Top or not, or Silver Waste. I don't think remember seeing them in there. Let's see if they're over here. Here's an ancient sapling I need though. Well, with this dust storm kicking up, I ain't gonna be able to find anything anyway. Uh-oh. Hit the wrong button. Let's see. Probably wrong about. Let's see. I'll have to look for that later. Alright. Well, anyway, that gets you started on building another legendary. So just stick with me and check in from time to time. I'll be streaming Guild Wars 2, and I'll have down there, you know, what day or what it is I'm working on.